Josh and Josh, another road trip coming up, this time to Minnesota. Second time you guys have been there this year, and third time in the last 2 years. The Big Ten Triple Duels. Give us an idea a little bit how it's different than the Arena Grand Prix meets that you guys have been to at Minnesota.
So the Arena Grand Prix meet's kind of more of a championship atmosphere. This is more of a dual meet. It's going to be faster paced. You're going to be swimming a lot more in like a short period of time. So that makes it harder, but it's also a lot more fun, I think, because this you're really racing for your teammates, and we're trying to, win. Whereas at the Grand Prix, we weren't so much concerned with the score.
In the Grand Prix, you're trying to prove yourself. Here, you're trying to prove the team.
So going into this week, looking a little bit ahead now, the taper process begins maybe starting February 2nd or so. That seems like it's a fun time to be a swimmer. Is it kind of a light at the end of the tunnel time of the year?
In a way. I mean, it's a lot easier and you get a lot more rest and everything, but at the same time it gets a lot more stressful and everybody's all antsy about the meet coming up. So there's pros and cons.
I'd agree with that. I'd say the work gets a lot lighter, and you're trying to rest as much as you can, so you're just trying to watch everything you do in your life and not really do anything too crazy.
Looks like the last meet of the year where you guys will compete co-ed with the women there. Maybe give me some pros and cons of what it's like co-ed versus a non-co-ed meet.
It's always fun to swim with the girls. It makes the meet a little bit longer, so you have more time in between events, and they tend to bring a louder atmosphere since we're traveling with more people, and it just makes it more fun.
Brooks, anything you'd add to that?
Man, it makes the meet a little bit longer, but at the same time, there's more time in between, so your swims will count for a bit more.
Is there anything away from the pool on these multiple-day road trips that you guys would highlight that's kind of fun part of being a student athlete?
I mean, we always eat really well when we travel. Dan always says we eat the best in the Big Ten. I really believe that.
I would easily say that.
Because we always get really good food when we travel, and you're always looking forward to that, because as a college student, you're not always eating the best.
Brooks, is there any kind of comfort level at Minnesota now, having already ready for your third trip up there?
I mean, there's definitely a comfort level to it because you know the pool pretty well. You know like the walls and the markings on the bottom. But at the same time, it's still an away meet. It's still still in a hotel. It's still a little bit of a foreign feeling.
Thanks for the time, guys.
I think it's going to be good because they've done the travel. We busted O'Hare this time to fly out. We went to Midway in the fall. They love the pool. They know the restaurants. They know the hotel. So it's going to be a very, like you said, very familiar for us, and I think they're ready to race. I don't think we've beaten Minnesota in a little bit, but we're really, really close to them at the Grand Prix meet, and they had a really tough meet at North Carolina State last week. We obviously had a tough meet with Indiana, and I think our guys are excited to get up. This is the last chance, last dual meet for our seniors, last chance to race before getting ready for Big Tens.
And you saw Wisconsin decide to pull out of this meet, but Northwestern seems kind of like the perfect replacement for them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun because we get along great with the Northwestern coaches, and they'll bring a different many of they got an All-American distance guy, Wolonski, and they got some good sprinters. They got some good quality guys. They don't have quite as much depth as we have, but it should be some really good races. And normally with some Northwestern in the fall, and to have them now, it'll be fun. And they're good guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun meet. So I think doing a co-ed meet, I really enjoyed the co-ed atmosphere last week at Indiana, and I have to say that it was one of the most exciting atmospheres I've seen. The place was packed. We're working on already trying to do something like that next year down there. Really, really enjoyed that. So I'm hoping now we can go up and we can get away from campus with all the distractions a little bit and have a really good focused meet. We're leaving a few people at home just from academic reasons and a few things, but get a really good competition. Then we have 3 full weekends to get ready for Big Tens.
And come Monday is what the time of the year the swimmers really point to, it seems like, is what they really enjoy most, getting ready for Big Tens.
Yeah, everybody likes taper. Everybody likes taper. Nobody knows anything about swimming. Taper is, they get all this energy and they start doing less and they get all excited. So everybody loves taper, okay? So some people panic a little bit, but everybody loves taper. So it's been a good group, and the distance girls you were just talking to, I want to make it on the record that John thinks they're all spoiled because you all get your own lane. But they're a great group. They're a lot of fun. And we really have a blast together, the men and the women, and being able to coach with John and Erica and Jay and Adam is a lot of fun.